Hi everyone, welcome to episode 19 of True Friendless Friends. Thank you so much for clicking on today's episode where we will be taking the Enneagram personality test, and we'll explain a bit more on that later. But before we begin, let's go through a life update. So Kelly, what's been going on in the past week for you?
I mean, the last time I recorded wasn't really a week ago. But since then, I haven't really done much. I just screwed up my sleep schedule already.
Oh, right, because it's holidays right now, right?
Yeah, last night, so yesterday I had work. And I have to leave the house at 2-ish, and I had to leave a bit earlier because I had to send out a return package yesterday. So I meant to leave at 2 normally. I woke up at 1.
1 p.m.?
Yeah. And then that's not the worst part. Because I woke up at 1 p.m., I couldn't sleep at my normal 1 a.m.-ish time. I fell asleep at 4 a.m. And I was like, I had 2 choices to fix my sleep schedule, honestly. It was either sleep a tiny bit and then wake up really early so that I could sleep normally tonight, or not sleep at all. I chose to sleep a tiny bit. I think I made the wrong choice. Because it's even harder when you sleep a tiny bit. Because, you wake up at... There's something about, waking up at the wrong stage of your sleep cycle or something. It's even worse.
My body is unable to nap. Even if I'm so tired during the day, I cannot nap, and I need to sleep under really specific conditions. But I don't even take really long to sleep. It's kind of...
You fall asleep easily?
I do, depending on what kind of scenarios I'm creating in my head that day.
I feel there's times, I'm always on my phone in bed, when I'm about to sleep. And there's times where, while I'm on my phone, I'll, doze off. And, I actually wake up with my phone out of battery and, still with having my glasses on. That happened a bit more often recently. But last night, it was just, I could not fall asleep.
Your glasses on? You woke up with your glasses on?
Yeah, because, I was, on my phone. And I fell asleep without even realizing. So I didn't get the chance to charge my phone and put my glasses on my table.
Oh, okay.
It's happened so many times. It's probably really bad, but that's the best sleep I usually get.
Actually, that is a really good introduction to the question I wanted to ask today, which was... The question I wanted to ask was, what's a toxic thing that has just been so normalized? And I remember someone on TikTok saying being sleep deprived or having a really bad sleeping schedule. Or not normalized, but glamorized.
Oh yeah, it's people competing about when they sleep and stuff like that. It's oh, I slept less than you. It's a bit weird. And it's when people say they manage to sleep 8 hours. I'm
8 hours?
Hello, how do you have that time? But it's at the same time, I have I know someone that literally consistently sleeps 8 to 9 hours every single night. They can't function without sleeping that much.
Yeah.
Which is a normal human being. But I admire them for that, committing to sleeping that long.
I sleep 7 to 8, I think. Last night was 2. Oh, today was bad.
Mine
it was 2
varies.
a.m. to 11 a.m.
Today for me was 3. I don't even know what time it was. It was it was at least nearly 4 a.m. And I slept until 8.
What?
I think.
A.m.?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because no, I'm forcing myself to fix my sleep
Kelly.
schedule by if I wake up at 8, that means I'll most likely be able to sleep at a normal time tonight. And I'm saying normal as in 12 to 1 a.m.-ish, because it's...
That is normal, I think.
Yeah, that's normal. It shouldn't be, but it is for most of the people in uni anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, how would you answer that question though?
Something that has been normalized that's very toxic. I mean, there's a lot of things. Nothing really comes to mind, like, straight up.
I'll explain what I saw on TikTok, because I agree with this person. So she said people who are just blunt, but they justify it as, people who are just straight up, like, shitty people, but they justify it as just being blunt. And I think that's really true, because for me, I just don't know how to differentiate between someone just acting like themselves and that's just their personality, or whether they just, like, their personality is just shit. I just can't tell the difference between the two.
I think one thing for me would be, like, everyone complaining about how broke they are. I know I also do this, but I feel like nowadays everyone complains about how broke they are, right? But then you don't realize that most people that do that aren't actually broke. They're pretty well off.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like that's just a normal thing, because, like, humans never feel like they have enough money. And, like, there's always something that we want that's slightly out of reach, and that's why we kind of say we're broke. But it is a bit toxic in the sense that when you say it in front of someone that's, like, clearly doesn't have enough money and, like, doesn't have the same access to things that you do.
That's a really good point to bring up, actually.
Because I think, like, there is something about, like, you shouldn't be so clear about, like, being better than someone because you have more money, or, like, having a high social status. Like, I'm not really saying, like, social status as in, like, it should happen, but it's like wealth is associated with it. And it's like, if you have a higher social status, do you have more money? And I think people need to be more self-aware of what they do when they do have that money. Because there's some level of, we understand that we're different, but then there's some level of it gets too much, if you know what I mean.
Okay, this is kind of going off topic, kind of, but I'll bring it back. But what do you think is an acceptable price range for a present for someone that you don't really know too well?
I wouldn't spend over, like, 20 to 30. They're not, like, even with close friends, I don't spend that much.
Okay, let's say, what about close friends then?
My maximum is 100.
That's a big jump.
My maximum is 100, like, with my current finances. Like, it would change depending on, like, my savings at the time.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I personally don't think mine changes with how much I earn.
But I don't think, like, I put a definite number. It's more like how much thought I put into the actual gift.
Yeah.
Because, like, with someone I don't know well, I wouldn't be able to put as much thought into the gift, because I don't know what they want.
That's true. Because I was also talking to people about this same topic, and they said, like, same as you, 20, 30, 35, something like that, for someone that they're not that close with. And I think it was either the high school group I was with, or, like, just the entire high school. But it seemed like everyone was so rich there, because the standard happened to be like $50 no matter really who you were. It was like close, not close, $50, right? And 50 is a lot of money. And then I was talking to my friend, I was like, I was thinking of spending maybe like $40-ish for this friend that I'm not really that close with. And she was just really surprised that I was spending so much money on someone that I'm not that close with. And honestly, it's kind of true, because why? I mean, not why would I, but I don't know. It's just interesting.
It's also hard when you're going to like a birthday party, and it's pretty clear, like, the difference between the gifts. It's very awkward. And it's also like when people invite you to a birthday party, it's kind of like, I don't think this is a good thing, because when people invite you, sometimes it's just for like a party, have a good time, a gathering. But then there's this like underlying kind of requirement for you to bring a gift.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that there's like things that I've been invited to that I've turned down because I've been invited to them. I don't know everyone else, and I know that my gift would look really bad.
You turned down a party just
against
for that?
Everyone else's. And also, like, sometimes I just don't like the fact that I'm obligated to get a gift for that person because I turn up. Like, I want to celebrate with them, but I can't necessarily afford the gift at that time anyway.
I get what you mean, but I also think that you can definitely get good presents that don't have to cost so much money. Like, I remember I made my friend a mug, which was not expensive at all because it was just printing it on.
I should make you a customized mug with that picture of you, my favorite picture of you.
It was a customized mug, and then I asked her for like all the fandoms that she liked, and then I made little edits of all the different fandoms. And it's like the amount of time and effort that was put into it, I think she would have seen that.
This didn't end up happening, but Jamie and I had, your friend Jamie, not the guy Jamie. We had a very wild plan. I don't know if she told you about it yet. But basically for your birthday, you know how we were meant to have the picnic?
Oh, yeah.
We were gonna turn up wearing shirts that we custom like printed with the iron-on transfer sheets with a weird photo of you.
Oh my god, wait, I don't know if this is the same thing, but for my birthday, she actually did get me a shirt with a photo of myself, because it's...
Oh yeah, that was like, I think that was one of the ideas. But there was
with Reputation on it? Like a Reputation album cover? Because that's what she got me.
I'm not sure what I don't remember what the original was, but I kind of just want to get you a shirt with your face printed on it just for the lols. Like, my favorite picture of you.
Oh,
printed.
Yeah, that one.
It should be an entire outfit.
She got me one that I absolutely hate. It's literally the worst photo ever, but I love it so much because it's so bad. And I laugh at it every single time because it's funny photo, but I hate it.
I love how we're so off topic.
Yeah,
remember that time when I said I'll set my favorite picture of you as my background, but then like we realized how weird it was if other people saw it.
Yeah, they need a bit of context to it. And there's not much context anyway. It's just like, oh, my friend getting her hair dyed.
And I found it funny.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, let's actually get into today's episode, which is all about Enneagram from Truity.com.
So this is going to be our last get to know us, because honestly, I feel like we've run out of quizzes to do. But the Enneagram idea was suggested by one of my friends who's like really into this personality stuff. Like, she doesn't 100% like believe in it and be like, oh, there's like specific definitive personality types, but it's like one of the things she does to get to know people as in general. So
honestly, I think doing
types.
Personality tests is a better way of matching someone than just talking, I guess. You know, like
I think so.
On a dating app, if you wrote down your personality type, that would give a much bigger picture to who you are than just...
It's more like it gives me more of a vibe,
I guess. Yeah,
than like just saying so.
Okay.
So the Enneagram types, there's 9 types with 3 categories. So there's the heart, the head, and the body types. So the heart types depend on their emotional intelligence to understand their own reactions and connect with others. Head types depend on their intellectual intelligence to make sense of things and navigate the world around them. And body types depend on their instinctual intelligence to follow their gut and respond to threats and opportunities. So within each type, there's like 3 separate types. So the heart types includes the giver, the achiever, and the individualist. And I think that's kind of self-explanatory. The head types includes the investigator, the skeptic, and the enthusiast. And the body types includes the challenger, the peacemaker, and the perfectionist. Which of the categories do you think you'll sit in? I feel like you're the heart type.
Oh, I don't know how it works. Let me see. I definitely do think I'm a heart type. So that's the emotional intelligence. And then within that might be like...
I feel like you're the giver.
Maybe individualist? I don't know. Maybe giver.
Maybe.
We'll see. What about you? What do you think you are?
I feel like I'm a head type.
So that's... You analyze things on the intellectual level.
I feel like maybe the skeptic.
Okay. Yeah. By the way,
we'll find out afterwards.
This Enneagram will tell us about our deepest motivations and fears and what fundamentally shapes who we are around us. That doesn't even make sense.
With the quiz, I think this is just the first page. There's like 6 pages. But the first step has statements, and there's boxes that you can choose ranging from inaccurate, neutral to accurate. And you just tick the box. So the first statement is, I strive for perfection. Oh, this one's
So we'll
hard.
do the same thing that we did last time. Inaccurate, slightly inaccurate, neutral, slightly accurate, and accurate.
Yeah.
Okay?
This one's hard.
So I strive for perfection.
I feel like it's slightly accurate because, like, part of me still does strive for perfection, but I think since getting into uni, like, I think we've definitely talked about this a lot, but my standards have dropped, and I've kind of, like, accepted more that I can't perfect everything, and I just, like, do it, hand it in, I don't care anymore.
I'm actually going to go slightly inaccurate. And I found that with a lot of these Get to Know Us episodes that we've done, my test results I don't really agree with. So I'm actually going to try to answer these just without thinking too much about it.
Like your first instinct?
Yeah.
So second one is, I work hard to be helpful to others. I don't think I work hard to be helpful.
Slightly accurate for me.
I think I'm a neutral. I don't go out of my way all the time to help others. It mostly depends on who it is.
Okay. Next is...
It is important to me that other people like me.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna go slightly accurate.
Yeah, same. I feel like if people didn't like me, I would take it really badly. In terms of, like, a majority.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I know this is going to sound really maybe closed-minded. I don't know what the word is, but I haven't really met too many people who haven't liked me. Or, like maybe they don't vibe with me, but they haven't disliked me.
I have met many people that don't like me at all. Because I met
one person who got a bad vibe from me, but, like,
wait, what?
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that entire group of friends, that person who said that, I don't trust them. They're all a bit, like...
sketchy, flaky.
Sketchy people. So, like, maybe it's them.
Maybe it's them.
Wait, no, that sounds way too...
It's fine. Maybe it's them. Like, some of the time it's just, like, they straight up don't like you for no reason. People are like that.
I think they did have a reason... But
probably one that you don't know about.
Maybe another time. No, I think I know the reason, but...
I mean, like, a lot of people don't like me because I'm annoying.
Really? Annoying?
I can tend to be a bit pushy. And clingy.
Oh.
In the sense that, like, I think, it's just, I have a hard time, like, not sticking to the people that I trust. Like, I kind of...
Like, you push them away?
As in, like, there's people that it's like either I stick to you or I don't talk to you at all. There's no in between for me.
Oh, actually, that kind of... I can kind of see that, because do you have anyone that you just kind of talk to like here and there sometimes?
Not really. Because if they're like that, I just don't really talk to them at all. And like the only times I would really talk to them is when like I need to talk to them.
Oh, okay.
Like,
see, I have a very hard time cutting people off. Even if it's just not like cutting them out of my life. That is hard. But I just mean like stopping and ending the conversation is very hard for me. I don't know how to do that.
I just got sick of starting conversations with certain people.
Anyway, let's go to the next question.
It is important to me to achieve great things. What do you mean by great things? I think that's accurate.
I guess that's how you define it.
I think that's pretty accurate because
I'm going to go neutral.
Because I just want something that I make for myself, in a sense.
See, for me, it's like I want to do great things. Like I want to be successful, but I don't really see myself getting there. I feel like there's going to be so many obstacles in the way, like things that are out of my control.
Honestly, no one knows what will happen in the future, so who knows? I make more significant contributions than the average person.
Oh.
I interpret that as, I think I'd say slightly accurate.
I was going to just go neutral.
Because I feel like I've done...
What's contributions?
I'm not like doing like specific contributions, but it's just like, I just feel like I've done more in my life than average. I haven't done as much as like everyone else, but I feel like I have done a lot with my time.
Oh, you're taking this as if you're interpreting the contributions as like achievements, right?
Yeah, contributions to myself.
I thought it was like donating stuff to other people, contributions for other people. But anyway, I feel my emotions very deeply. Very, very accurate.
I think that's slightly inaccurate. I don't think I feel emotions very, very deeply, unless like it gets to the extreme.
Okay.
Like I only feel like I don't think I can talk about it here, but it's like I only feel the extremes of emotion. I don't really feel the middle ground.
Okay. Wait, would you define yourself as a very empathetic person then?
What's the difference between empathetic and sympathetic again? I keep forgetting.
Sympathetic is when you just...
You're just on the side, right? Empathetic is when... Or is it the other way around?
Like, empathetic is where you actually feel the emotion. So if I'm telling you something...
Oh, yeah, like you put your... Yeah. So sympathetic is when you're just like...
You're kind of agreeing. You see what they mean.
You don't really understand.
You don't really, like, feel the emotions.
You don't completely understand.
I guess.
I think I am a bit more sympathetic. Because, like, I think there's always, like, I can understand, but I can never completely feel how others feel. Because I just feel emotions very differently to other people. Well, like, everyone does, but I am not a very emotional person.
Okay.
I'm not very sensitive to emotions. It's like I can see and observe emotions. I can tell when someone's like pissed or like sad, but I don't completely understand it.
All right.
Now I sound like I have problems.
Next question. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. I'm going to go slightly accurate. And I don't think that I'm a complex person necessarily, but I don't think that I let enough about myself. No, sorry. The grammar was so wrong there. I don't think I open myself up enough. Because I feel like I'm very, very open until like a very certain
But you tell
point.
different people different things as well.
And I explain it
like,
in very
you're
different
not
ways.
Completely open about everything to everyone.
I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I realized that with this specific scenario that I'm thinking of, no one knows the full story. Everyone only knows like people will know why it happened, and then there's other people who know the results of it, but no one knows like the beginning and the end part. Did I say it on the podcast or not? I don't know.
I don't think you said it on the podcast. I think we were texting at that point.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, that's why I think that it's slightly accurate.
I feel like I'm just strange. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. I think deeply about things. I'm gonna go accurate.
What do you mean deeply?
Philosophically?
I don't really think. I'd say like slightly inaccurate because I feel like even with philosophically, that didn't make sense. Even with like philosophical stuff, I usually already have an answer for myself. Like, I have an answer and then I consider the other options and I see if there's anything better. But I don't think I spend a lot of time like thinking or dwelling on stuff. I make a decision and then I move on. And then like 5 years down the road, I'm like, why the heck did I do that?
Okay. 5 years down the road. Okay.
I have a tendency to regret stuff like after a long ass time, like enough time that it doesn't actually matter anymore.
Oh.
But I'm like, why was I like that?
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal. Just like, is it regret or is it more like cringing at yourself?
There is like some things that are cringe, but I think it's more regret.
Right, okay. I don't think I actually regret many things in my life. But there are things that I just like, maybe, you know, it would have been better at that time.
It's like, what if I had done it differently?
Not really, because the way that I see it is that it's not like I ever purposely choose to pick the worst option. Like in that like, moment in time, I did what I did because I thought that was right. So like, how can I hate myself or dwell on it if there wasn't anything I could have done better?
Like,
but that only applies to, I don't know.
For me, I have definitely done things that I'm like, I knew it wasn't the right choice at the time, but I just did it anyway. Because it was like my laziness kicking in a lot of the time.
Oh, okay. Maybe I haven't really thought about scenarios like that. Yeah, let's go next. I am prepared for any disaster.
I feel like that's pretty accurate for me. I'm always the prepared person.
Oh no, I was gonna go either slightly inaccurate or very inaccurate. Because when I think of disaster, what do you think of?
Just like anything that could happen. I'm always an over-prepared person.
I was thinking like a hurricane coming into my house and then that's a disaster.
I have those scenarios running in my head all the time.
Oh, really?
Did you not? Oh, I've never told you. But I have, when I go out, I have like 50 scenarios in my head that I'm prepared for. It's like, that's why when I go out, I always have like tissues, wet wipes, hand sanitizer, extra mask, extra pads, a portable charger, and like a lot of other stuff as well with me.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing.
Like sometimes I do forget some things, but like I always have everything with me at most times.
I'm gonna go slightly inaccurate. I'm never prepared for emotional disaster.
Oh, emotional disaster no one's prepared for.
It is important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times.
I wouldn't say all times. Like, I try to, but I think it's slightly accurate.
See, it asks, is it important? It is important, but do I follow through with it? No.
And also, like, it's like sometimes everyone takes risks that, like, that could lead to pain and suffering. So I wouldn't say all times, because I feel like some risks are worth taking.
Oh, wait, there's this lyric from State of Grace about nothing safe is worth the drive. Anyway, I'm gonna go neutral. What did you pick?
Slightly accurate.
Okay. I seek out experiences that I know will make me feel happy or excited. Accurate.
Yeah, like, obviously. I see the positive in every situation. I don't think so. Slightly inaccurate. Because I think I've had many situations recently when I cannot see any positive.
Maybe I'll go neutral. I don't know how to answer that.
I am not afraid to tell someone when I think they are wrong. Slightly accurate.
Very inaccurate.
I'd say like very, very accurate. I feel like I have a tendency to point out things without even like knowing if I'm like 100% correct, and I just get corrected, and I'm like, okay.
But then, okay, yeah. Okay. Next, last one on this page. I let other people make the decisions.
Completely accurate.
I'm gonna go slightly accurate. You know, that's weird though.
I'm so indecisive.
I mean, I'm really indecisive too, but I think you're more decisive than me. But the only reason I'm not going very accurate is because I don't like people making all the choices for me, obviously. But there are many times that I would prefer not to.
Okay, next page. There's so many.
Okay, the first question asks, I appreciate having rules that people are expected to follow.
Accurate. I think there's like the general
slightly
rules.
accurate.
I'm not saying like everyone needs to have like rules for everything in their lives.
Yeah. Okay, next question. I am concerned about security more than anything else.
Not really more than anything else. Slightly inaccurate.
Slightly inaccurate?
Yeah.
Okay, same.
I think a lot about what will happen in the future.
Slightly accurate for me.
I'm saying completely accurate for me because I don't really, well, like I said before, I have scenarios running in my head all the time about what could happen. So I do spend a lot of time thinking about that.
I do, but I feel like right now I'm in this phase where I don't even know if what I'm doing is the correct path. Like with my degree.
You never know though. Because
I don't know, because I'm applying for jobs.
We're going off on a tangent now.
Huh?
We're going off on a tangent now and having a conversation in the middle of a quiz. I think, you know how I'm doing infosys and computer science?
Right, yes.
It honestly could be me wasting an entire degree.
I mean, I feel like my science degree is completely wasted, and I don't know what to do about the commerce part of it. I don't know if that's the right way to go.
I mean, the good thing about uni is like it's so flexible, but then if you do change stuff in the middle, you add years to your degree time.
So much money too.
You don't end up graduating with friends. It's like your friends are gonna be out in the workforce making money and stuff, and you're just gonna be stuck at uni.
Yeah, you could make friends with the younger people.
It's like,
or be friends with the med students, I guess.
I think it's like at the end of the day, like people say they want to stay in uni, but like they want to stay in uni because of the friends. So if the friends are no longer at the uni, it's like different.
That's true.
Back on track.
Next question. I don't fit in with ordinary people.
What do you mean by ordinary people?
I'm going to go inaccurate.
Slightly inaccurate. Like, I don't fit in with, like, people, but there is no real average person.
I guess there is an average person. If you took, like...
average of everything.
Yeah, like, just... Well, I guess, like, the people your age.
It's not gonna be a person that exists.
Yeah, because everyone's unique. But I guess there is I guess by ordinary, they mean, like, what society wants. You know, it's like showing up to work wearing formal clothes. Like, that would be an ordinary person. But if someone...
I don't think I completely fit in with that either.
I think I'm just a very basic person. So I'm going to go very accurate.
I am
inaccurate.
basic, but I just have some strange tendencies.
Okay, let's go next. There is rarely a good reason for changing how things are done.
Yeah, accurate. I don't really change
Really? You think it's like
stuff
very,
in my
very
life.
accurate?
Like, I feel like a lot of the times there's a reason why things are done how they are done. And, like, it's something that has been developed over many years. It's like, there's no point reinventing the wheel.
Yes, there is.
Like, there is no point reinventing the wheel sometimes. Most of the time. Like, if you consider, like, the number of things that have changed, that have been successful, it's a very, very small percentage. So, it is very rare.
I'm going to go slightly inaccurate. I don't think I agree with... I think there's so many things that could be changed. Like, for example, the justice system.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like tech. And
so things that, like, we don't actually need.
Of society.
Is that what you're... Like...
I'm thinking more like practical.
Okay. Well, I guess...
Instead of, like, the human mind and, like, systems that we've created. Like, honestly, politics could change and, like, the world could become 10 times better.
Yeah. Or even, like, changing your mindset.
But
I think so many people could have a better outlook on life.
I don't know. I just, like, when I read that, first thing I thought of was, like, kind of, there's no point reinventing the wheel.
Okay. I guess that just goes to show how different we are and what we think of first. Next one. I always finish my chores.
Very
what you just saying today.
I have a bunch of dishes waiting for me. And I'm meant to vacuum my room, which still hasn't happened. Because for some reason, my room gets really, really dusty.
I'm going to go slightly accurate.
I am always trying to be a better person. Like, I try, but I don't get there.
But they say trying. I'm going to go accurate. I also don't think I necessarily get there.
I check carefully for mistakes and errors. I feel like I have reached a point where I don't check the work that I submit most of the time.
Yeah, like when I read this, I was thinking of the exam I took the other day where literally before I even took the exam, I was just so done with it. I was like, I just want this to be over with. You know, like I don't care if I get it right, if I get it wrong. So
yeah, I had a 24-hour exam, right? And I finished the questions, like my attempt. And I was like, I could proofread this or I could just submit it and forget about it. And I just submitted it and forgot about it.
I'm going to go neutral then.
Slightly inaccurate. I like to be around people who I can help. I'm going to say neutral because I really don't know.
I'm going to go accurate. I feel like for me it's more like people who are willing to people who are open to suggestions and advice. So yeah.
Oh, because like when I think about that, I think of like tutoring and like teaching first.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, I'm sick of that.
Right. Okay. I like to feel that I am an important person in my social group.
Yeah. Accurate. Not as in like important as in like placed on a pedestal. But I think I personally define important as like I am significant in these people's lives and like just as they are significant in my life.
Yeah. I think that's a very valid feeling to have. Like you want to feel like you're included. So I'll go accurate as well. It is important for me to be successful.
Accurate.
Mine's like neutral,
important,
I think.
I'm defining important as in like it's a goal. It's something important in my life that I want.
Oh, okay. See, for me it's like I have to get there. That's what I thought was important. Because honestly, I realized that before any of this, I need to put like what I enjoy before the money part. Like I can't do stuff if I don't actually enjoy it, even if it earns me a lot.
Yeah, I've been very picky about like looking for jobs recently because like honestly, with a lot of jobs, I don't really want to do them. Like I know that something like retail could give me, or receptionist could give me like a lot of good experience that looks good on my resume. But there's no point in me working that and not wanting to be there.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Next one.
Okay, next one. The organizations I belong to would not function well without me.
Inaccurate.
What
They can do
organizations?
fine. People can do fine without me.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm like that. I'm gonna go slightly accurate, only because actually, you know what? I don't want to go into why, but yeah.
Okay, leave it at that. I often feel overtaken by my emotions. Inaccurate.
Opposite end. I'm accurate.
I have always felt different from other people. Like, how? What do you define as different?
I'm gonna go inaccurate.
I mean, like, I'm gonna say slightly accurate because people are different in their own way. I like to analyze things from every angle. Accurate.
I'll just go slightly. I feel like I'm an overthinker.
I'm an heavy overthinker. Like, my 50 scenarios running in my head.
Do you ever get overwhelmed?
No, I don't get overwhelmed. I just run it and then I'm like, okay, I need this. I'm just scared that I'll miss something.
Oh, okay. Okay. That doesn't like stress you out a lot?
It doesn't, like, I think I've gotten used to it, but like, I'm the person that would start packing for something really, really early.
Okay. See, I do that out of excitement though.
I do that because I don't want to miss anything. I will pack my bag and then unpack it and pack it again just to make sure I have everything I think I'll need.
Oh, okay. Definitely not that kind of person. Pretty sure once I went on a road trip with my parents for a few days and I completely just left my bag at home. So I had like one shirt with me the entire time. I don't know how I can't remember how I got through it.
Oh, you know the TikTok of people packing and it's like the number of pairs of underwear that they bring.
That's actually me
too
though.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna bring one for each day and then one if like
the extra.
I have diarrhea.
And the thing is, like, I always end up wearing
like,
the same outfit again and again. I don't even use half of what I pack.
I tend to like, because most of my trips I usually have access to a washing machine, so I'll just like wash my clothes regularly.
And wash it too. Okay.
Yeah, I would literally hand wash if I had no other choice.
Next one. I always have a plan for what to do if things go wrong.
Accurate. Like I said before, my 50 scenarios.
Neutral. Don't have a plan, but I feel like I always figure it out anyway. I avoid situations that bring up negative feelings.
What's negative feelings? What are those?
Sad, angry, fear.
I'd say slightly inaccurate.
I'm gonna go slightly inaccurate too. Sometimes
because I don't think I completely avoid them. Because I just plan for them.
See, what I'm thinking of was that other day when I had a breakdown and I was like, this is so sad. I have to, like, I don't know. I was just really sad about that. But I still was planning on going to that event, even though it was going to be sad. So, like, I didn't avoid it.
You don't avoid it. You just mentally prepare yourself for it.
I seek excitement. That's a nice one to finish on.
Yeah,
accurate.
I do. Slightly accurate.
Okay. Next page.
I am good at seeing the bright side of things when others complain. No, I suck at that.
I'll go slightly accurate. Good to have a positive mindset.
It is. But I am not very good at that. I do not hesitate to call people out when they are behaving badly.
Very inaccurate.
Accurate. Very accurate. I feel like I'm the type of person that will fight people if they're doing something wrong. Like, not like physically fight them, but be like, I would argue with them and be like, do it correctly.
Yeah,
like,
I would just have a breakdown if you ever did that to me. Like, I would just like be so stressed, like, I'm trying. That's why I don't like saying.
I go along with what other people want. I feel like I do not as much anymore. I feel like it's slightly inaccurate. I feel like
for me,
I used to be like someone that just went along with what other people want, and I tried to become the person they wanted me to be, but I broke out of that.
Actually, I'm going to change mine to accurate, but the thing is, I don't think that, like, it's not like I don't want to. It's like, oh, yeah, whatever, I'll just, like, go with it. It's cool kind of thing. Like, if I actually didn't want it, I'd maybe speak up about it, but I don't feel like I'm confined.
People should follow the rules instead of doing what they feel like doing.
Yeah, this is way too broad.
Slightly accurate.
I'm gonna go neutral
because I feel like there are chances of like there's like situations where following the rules isn't the best option, but I'd say like most of the time the rules exist for a reason.
I feel like that's too broad. I'm just gonna go with neutral. Okay. I seek out relationships that offer me some type of protection.
Slightly accurate. I don't know how to justify that one or say anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
like,
slightly accurate too.
Why?
But I think like every kind of relationship,
not?
You do want to feel safe in it, so protected in some way, I guess.
I guess. I don't think like you can use safe and protection interchangeably, but like on some level, it is similar.
Okay, I guess.
I can clearly visualize what could happen in the future.
Oh, slightly inaccurate. I don't think we've...
Me and my 50 scenarios.
I don't think we've chosen anything the same on this page at all, right?
Maybe not. I'm not sure. Average people often find me a bit weird. Accurate.
See, I don't know if weird is the correct word, but I think average people just find me a bit...
different.
No, it's like way too open.
I don't think you're... Oh, wait, I'm not average.
Okay, I'm just gonna go...
I cannot speak.
Slightly inaccurate, though.
I like to do things as I've always done them.
Oh. Me too.
Slightly accurate. I feel like usually the way... If I've always done it some way, then that probably means it's the best way that I've found for doing that thing. I persist until a task is done. Very inaccurate. I'm actually kind of surprised how much I've committed to this podcast.
Really? You didn't think you would?
And like how consistent. So my mum calls me 3分鐘熱度.
熱度, like degrees.
It's like basically I only have a very short attention span on certain things. Like, I will literally be really interested in one thing for like a short amount of time and then I move on from it. So I'm actually surprised that I've managed to like consistently record and upload this
Maybe because
podcast.
I'm involved. There's like a second person there.
Probably. I feel like if I was doing it alone, I would probably like end up uploading 2 episodes.
Me too, yeah.
And being like, I'm done.
Anyway, I'd pick maybe I'll just go neutral. I don't know. I spend time trying to discover and correct my faults and weaknesses.
Completely inaccurate. I'm not bothered.
Oh, for you it's about how bothered you are?
It's like, if I do find a fault, I'll correct it. But I'm not bothered to actively seek my faults and be like, oh yeah, I need to fix
slightly
that.
accurate, but not in the way that you're describing it. It's more like I know I have weaknesses in dealing with emotions. Like that's like a very constant thing in my life. So like whenever something happens, I do try to see if I can fix it in some way. So it's not like, yeah.
I feel like I don't go out of my way to fix stuff. I just deal with stuff as it comes up.
Yeah, I guess that's the same with me. But because it comes up so often, I deal with it so often.
Okay. I hold myself to very high standards. Slightly inaccurate. I do hold myself to a standard, but I don't think it's very high.
I think it's slightly accurate.
I'm a natural caretaker. I feel like I'm neutral.
I'll just go accurate.
I don't think I'm a natural caretaker. I'm just thinking of like my nieces and nephews. I don't think I'm natural. Like, with some of them I am. But I'm not natural in terms of, like, overall looking after kids.
I guess it doesn't have to be kids. Just taking care of someone.
I tend to not know what to do in a lot of situations.
That's not the next question. I thought that was the next one. The way that you said it. Next one is...
people to admire me. Inaccurate. I don't want people to know me.
I think I'm going to go slightly accurate. You know, boosting my pride a bit there.
It's like... So my answer will relate to the next question, which is like, I want to achieve a lot in my life. Yeah, I want to achieve a lot. But I don't think I want to be, like, known for my achievements. I just want to be like,
oh, okay,
I did this. Yeah. Bye. You don't need to know me, but I did that for myself.
I'm going to go accurate for I want to achieve a lot. I want to, but don't know if it'll happen. Who knows if we
will? Who knows if we'll pop off here?
We might. Guys, give us a follow. Hype us up.
Hype us up, please.
If I am honest, I feel that I am a bit better than other people.
I thought you were going to say something.
What?
But you were just reading the question.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought you were doing before.
Like, I know I'm above average.
See, I'm going to go accurate too. But the thing is, it's like, that's because people are really bad. Like, the standard...
I didn't realize how bad people were, like, the standard.
Like,
until,
literally,
like...
you meet a guy... okay. Like, you meet a guy and he's, like, caring about social issues. He actually... wants equality for like gender equality. He's not sexist, he's not racist, and that shouldn't be the standard, but somehow it is in my head. So yeah, I think I'm better because if that's a large amount of people, and I guess it's not just guys, it's girls too, but you know, if that's a large amount of people, I do think I'm better than them. Yeah, and I also tell myself that I'm so hot all the time. But I don't think I'm like,
and I agree with your statements.
Than people.
Yeah. But I think I've just grown up being told that I'm better. In some, like, on some level. Not really, like, as in, like, I'm, like, superior. But, like, I've just been grown up being told that I am somewhat better than the average.
I only think I'm better than people because of morals, though. I don't think it's better because, like, of what I've achieved or anything to do with, like, academics or how I look, those kind of things.
I think for me, it's more, like, the academic level because, like, just, like, from when I was really young till now, I think like, that's just true. Always been...
Though, I do think that you're academically better than the average.
Well, like, I know that, but it's weird. It feels weird to know it.
No, yeah, because you want to be humble at the same time, I guess, right?
Not really. I'm not a very humble person.
Oh. Okay,
but
then.
It's like, I just don't feel like it's that significant.
Like, oh, okay. Right. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. We're almost at the end of page 3. I feel a deep sense of grief for what I have lost. I'm just going to go accurate.
I don't think I do. I'm an unusual sort of person. Accurate.
I'm going to go neutral. Don't know what that means.
I'm just strange. And I know it. I take time to understand things more deeply than most people do. I don't think I do. I feel like you do.
Okay, I'll just go accurate. Next page. Page 4 of 6.
We're halfway there and we're 1 hour into our recording.
Okay. It is important for me to be prepared for any emergency.
Wait, hey, why do I feel like... Yeah, that's me. These are very similar. I distract myself from any sad feelings that arise.
I'm gonna inaccurate. I like to feel the feelings.
I'm very accurate. I feel like when I start feeling emotions, I try to distract myself from it.
I often make changes in my life when things get boring.
No, inaccurate. I just let it stay boring.
I'm going to go slightly accurate. Boring just means not having a social life for me.
I feel like when I think boring, it's like other people's definition of boring, which is like my definition of like chill and relax. So,
I mean, this is you're answering it for yourself, I guess. So, I tend to be more optimistic than most people.
Neutral. I don't think I'm optimistic, but I don't think I'm pessimistic.
I literally exist on both sides of the spectrum, so I'm just going to go neutral. Depends who... If it's...
It depends what it's about.
For myself, I'm very, very pessimistic.
I tell people what I think even if it is hard to hear. I feel like slightly accurate because I don't think I say everything. Because I do understand that, like, I shouldn't come off as strong as my thoughts are.
I'm going slightly inaccurate. There are a few people that I'm able to just tell them straight up. Most not. I would rather follow the group than push for what I want.
Yeah, that's accurate. No.
I'll go slightly accurate.
Yeah, I think I'm slightly accurate. Because I think I don't really want to be like the one person that like is special.
Yeah.
I feel most comfortable in organizations with a clear hierarchy. Accurate.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Because it's just easier knowing where you sit and where you can move.
Yeah. I read it and I thought it would just be like less chaotic.
This just reminds me of the exam block recently. Well, like, it's still going for other people, but we're done.
What?
Because I feel like a lot of students weren't giving the proper respect to the lecturers with, particularly in the math faculty.
Oh, 1131?
113, 1114, like basically all the math exams. So I think it was a bigger problem in the first year exams because, like, it's kind of the first time these kids were doing these courses, and I think they've heard about the history of the system not being able to handle things well, but what they don't understand is, like, their lecturers have so much more things to focus on. Like, you shouldn't be bothering them with these insults.
Yeah. I mean, no one should be bothered with insults.
You've read some of the Moodle posts, right? That were shared around.
I think so.
I don't think I sent them to you. I sent them to my other friend that I did the courses with in the past, because I did those courses in the past, and I just felt like everyone went through this, everyone just sucked up and dealt with it, because there is a level of understanding of how much extra work these lecturers have put in to trying to make this work.
I didn't really see that, but I get what you mean. Because
some of them were very questionable, and they didn't realize that just because they were anonymous didn't mean that they were anonymous to the lecturers themselves.
Oh, wait, yeah, I did see that. I did, yeah. No.
Because some of them were actually, like...
Some of them were kind of mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go next question.
I take measures to protect myself and my loved ones from harm. Yeah. Accurate.
I'll go slightly. I don't know. Maybe I could be doing more. I make plans for many years into the future.
Slightly inaccurate, because I feel like I have a timeline-ish for, like, the next 2 years. That's it.
I'll go slightly inaccurate too, but I think mine's less than 2 years.
I do have some level, but it's just not many years.
Right, okay.
I am an unusually unique person. What does that mean?
You're the quirky one.
I am the quirky one.
I don't know. Maybe neutral.
Accurate. I'm gonna put accurate because I feel like I'm pretty strange.
I dislike trying new methods or procedures.
I feel like slightly accurate because I don't really like things that disrupt my personal flow. but I do accept them that trying it could mean I find something new that's even better.
I'm just gonna go neutral again.
I focus on my responsibilities and duties.
I'm very accurate. I feel like I describe myself as responsible.
I feel like I am responsible, but I tend to get sidetracked way too much. So I don't really focus. I read books that help me be more productive or better at what I do. Completely inaccurate because I don't do that.
Yeah, me too. That seems way too of a good person.
I put a lot of pressure on myself to do things right. Accurate.
I'll go slightly
For me,
accurate.
it's like I put pressure on myself to do things right the first time I do it.
And then second and third?
The moment I have to start retrying something, I lose like 90% of my motivation.
Okay. I take the initiative to help other people and make their lives easier.
Slightly inaccurate. I feel like I don't have that power.
Yes, you do. It doesn't have to be a big gesture, but...
No, I just feel like I am more of a burden on other people right now.
Really?
But in the future, I will do that.
Okay. I put in the effort to make a good impression on other people.
Inaccurate, I don't care. I just turn up.
Me too. Well, but, I don't know. I'll just go neutral. Seems like a safe answer.
I set ambitious goals for myself. Pretty accurate. Slightly accurate. I feel like I set goals that are way out of my reach because my standard is my older brother who is like basically perfect in everything he does.
I'll go slightly accurate.
I am an important member of my social groups. I feel like inaccurate. They could live without me.
I'll go accurate. I feel like my social groups are quite small.
I don't feel like I have actual like social groups. I just have random people.
Actually, same. Okay, next page, 5 out of 6. I can describe my emotions in a lot of depth and detail. We're just going to speed through the last 2 pages.
Inaccurate, straight up no for me.
Slightly accurate.
I often feel like an outsider.
Inaccurate.
Slightly accurate.
Really?
I think it's just like the people that I'm around a lot of the time have other friends that are also there. And I feel slightly out of the loop. I think that's just recently though.
Does that hurt you or are you kind of just like, yeah, that's the way it is?
I'm just like, yeah, that's the way it is, and then I go on my phone.
Okay.
I find my mind to be a very interesting place. Inaccurate. It's very boring.
What? But you just said that you were like, okay, I was going to go accurate. Well, that's what I'm going to go with.
At least to me, my mind is very boring.
Okay. But you come up with so many scenarios, you just said.
I come up with scenarios, but I don't find that interesting. I just find it strange, but like, it's not. Let's continue.
Okay.
I am always aware of what can go wrong in a situation. Slightly accurate. I don't think it's 100% with my scenarios, but I'm usually aware.
Gonna go slightly inaccurate. I feel like I'm not very observant about this stuff.
I have many ways of avoiding situations that get me down.
I do, but I don't really take them, so I'll go slightly accurate.
I'm just gonna say slightly inaccurate because I don't have ways. I just do it.
That is a way.
I am always like, I don't have many ways.
Oh, okay.
I am always up for a new adventure. Inaccurate. I feel like I stick within my comfort zone a lot.
Oh, I thought I went for accurate because adventure to me was like road trip adventure, yay,
adventure.
That kind of thing. Okay. I'm just going to leave my answer as it is though. I believe that things usually work out for the best.
Accurate. I stand up for what I believe in.
Good.
Even
what a
if
positive
it
mindset.
Other people. I feel like I do stand up. Slightly accurate because I feel like I do stand up, but there's people in my life that I can't stand up to because, like, you know, like Asian family kind of hierarchy. It's really hard to kind of tell someone that's older than you that they're wrong. because like a lot of the times it's seen as being disrespectful.
Yeah. I go slightly accurate, but I think that only really applies to conversations not about me personally. So if something upsets me, I probably won't stand up for myself. But if it's a topic about like racism, then I would.
I dislike people who disrupt things. Wait, I let other people take the lead. I'd say accurate because I know I'm a natural leader, but I'd prefer to not be the leader.
I would just go slightly inaccurate. I don't know. Let people take the lead. That sounds like, wait. I'll just go neutral. I
dislike people who disrupt things by breaking the rules. Accurate. I feel like I've always been really scared when someone like breaks a rule in the classroom, like back in high school.
Really? Like what kind of rules?
It's just like when teachers tell you to not do something and then like those kids that just straight up do that thing.
Okay. See, pretty sure this would not exist in your school, your high school, but like there were a lot of people in my high school who just did not respect the teachers at all. There was this one time when someone said, "Oh, I feel sorry to be your son. Like I would never want to be related to you," or something like that. Up. And that's like just straight up like disrespectful. But I think that was like something that a lot of teachers went through at my school. Like people just kind of said what they wanted to say.
And people asked why do people not want to become teachers?
Yeah. Yeah. But teachers are actually really significant in a person's childhood.
Next question. I make alliances with people who can help me stay safe and secure.
Alliances?
I think I'm just interpreting that as in like keeping a good relationship between those people and yourself.
Oh, okay. It sounds like the only reason I'm doing it is so that they can help me, but I guess I'll just go slightly
next
accurate.
Question. I'm often looking ahead to what is coming next. Accurate. Me with my 50 scenarios again.
I'll go slightly.
I have different interests than most people. I don't think I'm different. Inaccurate. I just don't have as many. The traditional way of doing things is the best way. Inaccurate.
Sorry. I have different interests than most people. I'm going to slightly accurate. And then for traditional way of doing things is the best way, probably slightly inaccurate. I think things can always change.
I am a responsible and reliable person.
I'll go.
I'm going to say slightly because I'm reliable, but I'm not responsible.
I'll go slightly accurate then. Actually, I'll just go accurate, you know. Just because I have a lot of plans for how I can improve myself.
Slightly inaccurate.
A lot of plans?
I have like some plans, but not a lot. And like a lot of them aren't really completely about improving myself.
Yeah, I'm going to go slightly inaccurate too.
I make sure that even the small details are correct. Completely inaccurate, I don't care.
It really depends on the task, so I'll go neutral. I enjoy caring for others and their needs.
Slightly accurate, it depends for me.
Yeah, I'll go slightly accurate too.
I want to be a person that others can look up to, like inaccurate. I don't care about being a role model.
Oh, I'd go accurate. Not in a role model type, but just like someone that they can be proud of.
Like I'm just like I do my best, that's it. But I don't want others to look up to me because I feel like I have messed up in my own way at many points.
But everyone has their flaws, right?
Yeah.
I push myself to succeed.
I'd say slightly accurate because I don't think I completely push myself, but I do.
I'll go slightly accurate. I do not know. I feel like I do push myself a lot, but I don't know.
We're on our last page.
Okay, let's go. I make important contributions to my community.
No, I don't. I don't do anything.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm gonna go inaccurate.
I rarely have strong emotions. Accurate.
Inaccurate. I feel I never truly belong in social groups.
Accurate. I don't think I belong in groups because I'm friends with like a lot of random people.
Like individuals.
But not groups. Yeah.
Yeah, do I have groups? I have like 2 group chats at the moment. I'm gonna go inaccurate.
I want to learn as much as I can about how the world works.
Accurate. I think it's so interesting.
Slightly like I do, but I'm usually not bothered.
I remember thinking a while ago, like, if I could know any answer in this world, it would just be like, what was there before the Big Bang? Like, it just doesn't make sense how there was nothing. Also,
there was the singularity, and then it was like boom. Not really boom, but
yeah. Okay. It is important for me to understand what can go wrong in a situation.
Me and my 50 scenarios again.
Maybe slightly accurate.
For me, it's like completely accurate. I take steps to ensure I don't feel sad or lonely. I don't think I like directly. Slightly inaccurate.
Inaccurate. I will feel it if I want to.
Take steps. I just like run away.
Trying new things keeps life interesting. That was so hard to read. Yes, accurate.
Slightly accurate.
It's good to be interesting.
I am an upbeat person.
Accurate. I think so too.
I am usually the one to take a stand when others won't. Slightly accurate. I don't think I always do it though.
Maybe neutral. Other people have stronger opinions than I do.
Accurate. I don't think I'm very strong with my opinions.
Me too, so I'll go slightly accurate.
Everyone has a role to play in society and a duty to do their best.
I think so. Accurate?
I think they do. I say slightly because...
But it's...
I don't think...
I think it's very important to emphasize to do their best, not to do the best. Because, everyone has their own life and different...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am concerned with protecting what I have.
I don't know what that means.
Huh? I don't... No,
Go with
I don't
neutral.
Protect what I have. I say inaccurate. I have a good sense of what my future holds. Neutral, because I don't think I have a good sense. I just have a lot of possibilities.
Slightly inaccurate.
I am an average person with ordinary likes and dislikes.
Probably very accurate.
Inaccurate. I try new ways of doing things just to see if they will work. I don't really do that.
I go slightly accurate sometimes.
I have a great deal of willpower.
Slightly accurate.
Nah, I don't care.
Depends. Self-improvement is a major interest of mine.
Like, yeah, but I might not always carry out on it.
Yeah,
neutral.
Say
slightly accurate.
I'm just going to go neutral.
Get my results.
Okay, we're done. We're getting our results. It's calculating
Tell
the results.
Tell me I'm a head type.
Your basic report.
Mine's still loading because my Wi-Fi sucks.
No, I think this actually does take a while to load.
See my results.
We are not going to get our full report. We're just going to get the basic report because we don't want to pay. I'm pretty sure you have to pay, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I am...
Okay.
My biggest match is the investigator.
I don't know how to read this.
Go down to the 9 types of the Enneagram part and it has the percentages.
Oh, okay. My biggest seems to be type 2 can be described as the giver. 98%.
I told you were the giver.
That's actually...
I'm 98% the investigator, 96% the skeptic.
Oh, wow. What's investigator?
Seek understanding and knowledge and are more comfortable with data than people.
Oh, right. I've got 59%. Wait.
I don't think my things are...
What? Why is there
that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Why is my number 1 in the corner, though?
It's at the bottom because it's part of the body.
Okay. I don't know what that means. We'll screenshot this and upload it because it's actually quite interesting.
Yeah.
And then my second top is 82%, which is the achiever. Really?
Oh, my third is 83%. It's the challenger. My lowest are generally...
Oh, sorry. My second is not the achiever. It's the peacemaker. That makes sense.
My lowest are mostly in the heart.
Oh, mine is the challenger. What's your percentage for challenger?
83.
Oh, okay. What's your lowest?
My lowest is 41%, which is the giver.
Wait.
We're actually opposites.
Yeah, because mine's 98% the giver. My lowest is 46%, the challenger. See themselves as strong and powerful. Yours is quite high.
We're basically opposites.
Yeah, we are.
Not even surprised, though.
Yeah. I think we've noticed that throughout all the Get to Know Us series.
Yeah.
Okay, this was interesting.
That was cool.
Got to know us a bit better.
I feel like I predicted the results. I feel like a genius right now.
Not for yourself. You didn't get the...
I predicted the skeptic for myself, but the skeptic was a 96% match anyway.
Oh, wait, okay. What was your top again? Investigator.
The investigator, 98%. The difference was only 2%.
Wow, mine's 59% investigator. Mine's quite low on the ones that you're high with.
We're opposites. I think with that's the end of this episode. We'll post up our results later on our Instagram, so watch out for that at 2.friendlessfriends. This is our last episode of Get to Know Us, and I think we're planning a Q&A for next week, so send in your questions. I'm so excited for that,
actually.
I want to get some questions.
Yeah.
So now that you've gotten to know us a bit more, it would be interesting to see what kinds of questions that you
Please make
want
it
to
interesting.
Ask.
Give us some spicy tea to discuss.
I don't have any spicy tea.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for clicking onto this week's episode and for... What am I trying to say? And for supporting us throughout our podcast. 19 episodes.
Make sure to subscribe, follow, and like our episodes wherever you can. Download them. And now I'm off to do the dishes.
Have fun doing the dishes. I'll be making garlic bread. Anyway,
nice.
yes, thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode, and we'll see you next week with the Q&A. Bye.
Bye.